Hello and welcome to Edison State Library's video series. In this video, I'm going to go over psyinfo, how to access it, and how to cite your resources in there. To access the psyinfo database, what you'll want to do is go to Edison State's main page, and on Edison State Community College main page, you'll select current students. You will go down to the library link, select the library link, and now you're on the Edison State Library's main page. If you scroll down, what you have is 3 boxes to access the different resources available. eSearch is our all-in-one search. Edison State Databases is where the psyinfo links are and our other databases. And the research guides are guides created based on a specific class or assignment. Along the left-hand side are our contact information and hours of operation. Since this is going to a video to show you specifically how to access psyinfo, I'm going to select Explore Our Databases, and now we are on the databases main page. If you scroll down, you have in the blue box some login information, which is needed for accessing some of the different resources. For example, you will need your Edison State username and password for the majority of them. That is your Edison State email address and the password associated with that. Or it'll ask for your library barcode. The library barcode is a number 1973 followed by your 7-digit Edison State student ID number. Here's an example of that. We are looking for a specific database, so we're going to scroll to look through our most popular databases, and what we have is a list of those. If we scroll down, there's psyinfo. I'm going to select the link for psyinfo, and it will ask me for whatever institution I'm associated with, which in this case it's Edison State, and I may or may not ask for my Edison State email since I'm logged onto the computer. It may not. If you were not logged into the computer, it would ask you for your Edison State email and your Edison State password, but it has taken me right to the APA database. Okay, on the first page or the main screen of the psyinfo, APA psyinfo, what you'll do is you can put your search term in here. So we'll just put in video games as my first search and just hit enter from there. Once the results come up, all right, I got 11,000 results. So I'm just going to do a quick couple things to narrow this down a little bit. First thing, because this is a college level paper, I would like to have peer reviewed, and I would like to have a link to full text. So I started with 11,000, now I'm at 2,796. So you can add additional terms in here if we wanted to. For example, we'll just kind of scroll down. I'm looking at the subject terms here. So if I wanted to focus these results, I could put in video games and advertising. If I wanted my subject to my results to focus on the advertising side of it. I can also do adolescent development. That would be another thing. Body image. Again, you can pull any of these to focus your results. So 2 things I'm going to do to this search is, first thing, I'm going to put video games in quotes. What that does is it forces the search engine, that's just what I'll call this, to bring up results that have video games as one word. I know that even without it, it brought it up, but further down in your results, they'll be separate, and this will make them be right next to each other as one, like I said, search as one term. And so now I'm going to put and. I'm going to capitalize my and. If I left it lowercase, it would also search for and in there, but I'm going to leave, if by putting it in uppercase, it's saying that video games, that all the results have to have video games and whatever extra term I put in there. We'll just put advertising. Excuse me. Okay, and we will search again. Okay, so I got 63 results. It still has my link to full text. You want to make sure, and it still has my peer reviewed. 63 is a really good amount of results to go through. All right, so I am going to just select an article. All right, I'm sorry, I do this every time. If I go back to that main screen I was on, where I had my 63 results, I could select this access options and access the article that way. I personally like to select the title of the article because it gives me all my options here. So here's my save, here's my site, I can add it to a project, I can share it, or I can download it. And it still gives me my access options. These are the same options. Sometimes the PDF does not have the save and the site and all that, so that's why I have a tendency to go into the title. Okay, so here's your full text of your article. I selected the PDF version. In this case, it does have the options. So here's my site. So I'm going to select site. Excuse me, I'm sorry, you need this in the APA format, and so here it is already in the APA format. You can copy that to your clipboard and paste it in your document, and that's a citation you need. And then you can go through your article and use what you want. I am going to go back here, and that should take me, yes it does, back to my results. I'm sorry, back to my screen where I was at, because I did select that title of that to get my citation options. So I'm going to go back to my results again. And you can continue to go through these based on what you need. I would like to select another one. Again, I'm not going to select this access options. I'm selecting here to go in my title. I'm going to say do not copy this here and put it in a citation generator. That does not work. This is a different type of resource than like the internet, and so that is not going to be what your citation needs to be based on. You can just hit the site here, and there's your citation information, and you can copy it to your clipboard, and it's all done. Okay, and then paste it in your document, and then access the article by going either here, like I said, the PDF, or the online. I'll just select the PDF again. And again, this one does have all your options up here, and you could listen to the article if you wanted. Okay, I'm going to go back. If, say, you decided this was not anything that you were looking for, none of these results are working for you, you can just select New Search here, and it takes you back to a new screen. Remember I stated about the and? Here it is. We could have put video games in quotes here and advertisement here and did the search. You could selected all your limiters here, and then they would have come up. I personally like to just try my search first and see what kind of results I get, and then start adding the limiters in, and then start adding my additional search terms to narrow that down. Again, a new search, select here. And if you want a different database, you have to go back, click the tab along the top, takes you back to the database page, or you can go back to the libraries page, do an e-search, which just searches everything here if you want to do it that way. But if you needed a different database, you can go back to the database page by clicking the tab along the top. Thank you for watching the Edison Library video series on PsycInfo.